Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am gonna be sharing with you how I just do my everyday makeup that is simple and natural. I am so the kind of person that just feels more productive and more like myself when I just take a few minutes to put myself together in the morning. So I pretty much wear makeup every single day, but it is quick and it is simple. It's nothing that is, you know, difficult or too glam because I am just at home with my children working. So not doing anything too exciting over here, but I just feel so much better when I take those few minutes to put myself together every day. So I'm gonna share with you guys start to finish how I do my everyday go-to makeup look. Like I said, it's quick, it's natural in the way that it looks, but also all of the products that I use are natural, you know, no toxins, no scary chemicals, nothing that's going to harm our bodies, disrupt our hormones, mess with our skin. It's been a few years now since I switched, all of my products, but makeup included, over from conventional stuff to more natural brands. Makeup was actually the last one to go, because I just love my products. I had my holy grails and I didn't want to let go of them. But I have found that there are so many great makeup lines out there that are clean and that do use natural ingredients and they perform the same. You might just have to search a little harder to find them because you can't just go to the store and pick them up. But everything that I'm sharing in this video are things that I have been using for quite some time. Love the way that they perform. They look great. They blend easily. High performing products that last well, and I totally recommend them. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump in and I will show you how I do my everyday go-to makeup look. Okay, so the first thing I do is just put on a little bit of concealer. So this one is from Savvy Minerals, which is Young Living's makeup line. It is so creamy. It is very pigmented, has like good coverage. And I will just kind of stick this under my eyes and high points of my face. And then using a beauty blender, I actually prefer it dry when I blend out this particular concealer. I will just blend in each of these areas. Okay, and then next I will go in with just some powder to set it. This is also Savvy Minerals. This is just their powder foundation. This is the color Warm number 2. I use either Warm 1 or Warm 2 pretty interchangeably. And I basically just use this to set that concealer in place. So I'll put it in all the same areas. And then I also just kind of take this up like on my forehead, just to kind of, not even really for coverage because it's such light coverage, but just to kind of help control like any shine. So I basically just use this to set and control oil, if that makes sense. Next, I go in with bronzer, which is probably my favorite step of makeup. I just love that it like warms up your skin. I feel like it just kind of brings your skin back to life. So I'm using this big fluffy brush to apply mine. And I just go on my cheekbones and then all the outer parts of my face. So this is also Savvy Minerals. This is their Summer Loved bronzer and I love this stuff. It is, at least for my skin tone, like the perfect, just warm, glowy bronzer. It just gives your skin such a glow and I'm obsessed with it. So I just kind of go all on the outer points of my face, cheekbones. I run a little bit down my nose just to kind of, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it looks a little too pale in the center there. And then I also like to take this under my chin and down my neck. Okay, so my bronzer is on and now I'm gonna apply a little bit of eyeshadow. So this is another Savvy makeup product. This is their Golden Hour eyeshadow palette and I am obsessed with it. It's all warm tones. These are matte, these are shimmery. I use these on like a daily basis and then if I'm doing something a little bit, more fancy, I love using these. It's like a bronzy and then like kind of like a gold toned shimmery shadow. So I will just take a little shadow brush and I actually like to mix these two colors together. They are very pigmented. They remind me a lot of like the MAC or like Cheekity was no, Chickadee was an eyeshadow palette, or an eyeshadow color. I can't remember. There was another company that I used. It's been so long since I've used conventional makeup, I don't even remember, but I will just use this to, these two colors blended together to define my crease, like that. Makeup Geek was the name of that brand, it just came to me. Okay, so next I'm just going to dust a little bit of shadow onto my lid. So this is another Savvy powder. This is called Diamond Dust. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's kind of like a light, more of a cool toned vanilla color shimmery powder. And this is like multi-purpose. You can use this for highlighter, you can use it on your eyes, you can just have fun with it. But I like to tap this onto my lids just really quick, just a quick swipe. I use my fingers and it just brightens everything up on my lid like that. And then I will also take a little bit and dab it in the corner, like inner corners of my eyes. And this just helps make your eyes look more open and awake. Okay, next I'm gonna start on my lashes. So I like to go in with a few different coats of primer and also mascara. So I use the Honest Beauty mascara, and I have to say this is my favorite mascara as far as natural, like clean ones go. They're really tough to find. I've tried so many, and it was like the last makeup product I actually like ditched from my collection because I just love me some good mascara, and so I used like a L'Oreal one for a really long time. But once I found this, I made the switch. So first I just go in, it has primer on one end. So I'm just going to pop that on to prime my lashes. This helps make them a little bit thicker, but mainly just helps with length. Okay, so I let the primer kind of dry for like at least 30 seconds to get kind of tacky, because you don't just want to like wipe it right off. You do want it to dry down a little bit. And then I will go in with the actual mascara, and I do like to apply a few coats of this. So I'll apply a coat, I will apply a coat to my lashes. You can see it works pretty well. I'm very impressed by this mascara. So I'll apply this, and then I will move on to like my eyebrows and other steps I'm gonna do to let it dry in between coats. So I basically just keep applying as I go to make them really thick and long. Okay, so next up is brows. So what I use for them is a pomade. This is by Hint Beauty, which is another natural makeup brand. I use the color Taupe. This is called their eyebrow definer. Now I just use a skinny little, it's actually like a liquid liner brush. And this is what I use to kind of fill in my brows. Okay, so I basically just use this to fill in the more sparse areas. I should probably be using a mirror for this so I can see what I'm doing. I have been working so hard to, working so hard, not really working so hard, but I do apply I make a serum for my lashes and for my brows. It's like a growth serum, like castor oil and a few essential oils, and it has helped so much to just grow in my brows and make them just more like bushy and full, because I have always had kind of lame brows, but it has helped so much. But they still definitely, in my opinion, need defining. Brows really define your whole face, so I really always like to fill them in. So I just kind of fill in my natural brow shape and just define it more than it naturally is. So that is how I do it, and I just use this little liner brush. That's what it looks like when I'm done. And then I always like to go in with a spoolie and just brush it out a little bit. I feel like this helps just blend everything, make it look even more natural and not like I, drew them on. I mean, I do have pretty well-defined brows on their own now. But yeah, so that's how I do my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in my other eyebrow. I also applied another coat of mascara. And then next I'm gonna go in with blush. So this is another Honest Beauty product. This is their Lit Powder Blush in the color Femme. So it's a really dark, reddish, purpley color. I love this blush. So my favorite all-time blush that I used to use was from ColourPop, and it was called Cheerio. It was my absolute holy grail favorite blush. I even like wore it on, you know, when I got married. Like, it was my favorite, and for the longest time I could not find a natural dupe for it, but I finally came across this a few months ago and I pretty much use it every day since. It's my favorite. This is also very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, and I just kind of apply it to the apples of my cheeks and then just kind of pull it back along my whole cheekbone, and I will do that on each side until I get build up the color that I want, like that. Okay, so that is what it looks like when it's all on. I just love the color of this blush. I feel like it just brings your face to life. I just love that rosy color. I feel like this is the same color my cheeks would turn if they were actually truly rosy. Now, what I usually will do though is I'll go back in with that big giant fluffy brush I use for bronzer, and I will just kind of blend everything because this blush is a little intense. Sometimes I go a little too heavy-handed with it, and I'll just kind of do one of those and it will tone everything back down. But I just love this blush color. I do have one other favorite blush. If you like something that's a little bit more subtle and not quite such a statement, this is called I Do Believe You're Blushin'. This is a Savvy blush, Savvy Minerals, and it's just like a perfect neutral pink color. It's not peachy, it's not red, and it also has the most beautiful like sheen to it. I'll show you guys. Sometimes if I'm really feeling fancy, I will actually layer both of them, but this just gives the most beautiful, I don't know if you can see that, if it picks up on camera or not, but it just gives you such a gorgeous sheen, and it doesn't look like glitter, it doesn't look like you applied like an intense highlighter. It's just a really pretty, like that lit from within glow. Okay, then I'm going to apply one last coat of mascara. So this is a grand total of 3 coats. I really like mascara, so I like to go for it. You might be like a one swipe and go kind of girl, but that is not me. I really like to build up those lashes, and this mascara is definitely very buildable. Okay, and then the final thing is lips. So honestly, most of the time I just wear lip balm and I call it a day. I don't like to wear lipstick when I'm just, you know, at home working around the house with my kids. I just don't like it. But if I am gonna do like a little something, this is my go-to that I have used for years. This is by the brand, it's a lip liner by the brand Mineral Fusion, and it's in the color Graceful. It's just a dusty pink color. It is pretty much the same color, a little bit darker than my lips. So what I will do is I do have a little bit of lip balm, so I'm gonna kind of wipe it off. But I will just apply this just to the edges of my lips. I'm not going to overline, I'm just going to line my natural lips. And this just helps to, can you guys see, sorry. This just helps to define them a little bit. And then with the lip balm I have on, I'll just kind of go like that. And it just gives my lips a very subtle color, defines them a little. It's kind of like your lips but better. It's comfortable because I have lip balm on. I don't have this like drying lipstick or anything like that. It's not gonna like transfer onto all the cups I'm drinking out of. It's just very, very subtle. And that's what I do if I wear anything on my lips. Half the time I wear nothing except for lip balm, and I'm cool with that. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this go-to everyday makeup tutorial. It is simple and to the point, but it just makes me feel so fresh and put together, and a little bit of makeup really goes a long way. So I will have all of the products that I used today linked down below if you want to try them. Like I said earlier, I highly recommend all of these products. They're all things that I have been using and playing around with for a while, and they work super well. If you guys have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to join my little community here on YouTube, and also follow me over on Instagram. I am at Becca Bristow and also at Clove and Arrow Essentials. That is my oily Instagram account that you can follow me there as well. That is it for today. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.